Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan and welcome to the channel. It's always my pleasure giving you these 6 p.m. videos to see exactly how we can make money in the market, because that's all it ever really comes down to, right? You don't want to waste your time not making any money. Now, that being said, you see the stocks right behind me here. Now, all of these stocks have something in common. Now, there's a space out there. I did a video on this. It's been a while. I think it was around last fall, last summer. Very hot industry here. I was just doing some research on it. It's at a compounded annual growth rate of over 16%. Now, this space here is connected to AI. It's connected to cybersecurity. It's connected to technology. Very hot space in general right now. You will see there are some semiconductors on this list as well. Now, the 3 letters we are going to cover this evening is IoT. Now, if you're not familiar with this space, it's Internet of Things. No reason to overcomplicate it. I know the definitions can get pretty overwhelming, but that being said, it's literally just connecting consumers to technology, the cloud, AI, whatever you want to call it. That is the role of IoT. And it's really going to be how AI makes their money. A lot of the beneficiaries of the .com age were software companies, not necessarily the hardware companies, even though their stocks, have done very well. Now, that being said, though, I've got a diverse list of stocks here that we're going to take a look at. We're going to dive in, and I'm going to show you my top picks of these companies. Now, that being said, if you like the gains you're seeing here on these percent price changes today, most of these stocks are up. So if this is something that you're interested in and you want to learn a new space today with stocks to take advantage of to make money in this current market scenario, let's get started. All right, so this first chart here shows North Americans' IoT market revenue by application. So that's just breaking down what's utilizing IoT. Now, that being said, you can see the biggest money maker here when it comes to IoT by far is consumer electronics, followed by transportation, then healthcare. So here's an article just touching on the connection between AI and IoT. Like I was saying, there's a huge connection between the two. You can see right with the question number 2, why is AI important for IoT? Well, AI is crucial for IoT because it enhances IoT capabilities by enabling data analysis, predictive insights, automation, and an intelligent decision making. Everything that we have in our components at our fingertips, from our phones, our microwaves, refrigerators, alarm clocks, watches, even sunglasses, everything is connected to the internet and databases in general. Now, as I was just scanning through articles between IoT and AI, I noticed a common theme here that 5G appears quite a bit here. So if you're interested in me doing a video on 5G stocks and how it can relate to AI and IoT and just the bigger picture in general and make some money, put a 1 in the comments section here, and I'll, put out a video on that probably within the next week or 2. All right, so we've got closer to 20 stocks on this list. Now, I'm going to resort this list several different ways here, so that way we can kind of do some cherry picking, narrow this down to a much more solid list of stocks. Now, that being said here, the first thing I want to do is find out what are the safest stocks in this list. Coming at the top right now, we've got AMD and Amazon here. Relative safety coming in at 1.48 and 1.41 respectively. Now, if you're not familiar with these indicators, they are on a 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 is unfavorable. When it comes to relative safety, that's just looking at the company's, consistency of its financial performance, debt to equity ratios, and other various factors. Now, that being said here, the next thing I want to do is sort by RT, relative timing. This looks like the magnitude of the short-term price trend. So that way we can find some high flyers here, find some high momentum stocks for those type of investors as well, do some good swing trading. We've got PI at the top of the list. We've got Arlo, Alarm, Amazon appearing again here. Now, the next thing I want to do is go over here to forecasted data. We've got forecasted growth rate and earnings data. We've got Arlo again at the top of the list here, Amazon, IoT, Dexcom here, DXCM. Look, this stock's got a buy rating here. Fundamentally pretty sound in an uptrend. This looks like a good company. And the last item I want to do here is sales growth rate. We take a look here. We've got IoT and Dexcom at the top of the list, Amazon, Arlo Tech, Advanced Micro, Alarm. So a lot of the same companies keep appearing at the top of this list here as we resort by a variety of these indicators. So that's why I love the VectorVest 7 software. It makes it very easy, just resorted this list by the various indicators to see what stocks kept appearing at the top of the list. Now you can see here the finalists. We've got Amazon, AMD, Arlo, Pi, Alarm, On Semiconductor, DXCM, and IoT. Look at price action today. Most of these stocks are up today. Majority do have buy ratings, so that's always a good sign. If we scroll over here to the forecasted data, Look at that, all positive earnings growth rate. As far as sales growth rate here, only 2 are negative. We've got Pi and On Semiconductor here, but generally speaking, pretty high forecasted data in general. Now, if we scroll down and look at the bottom here, we do see the watch list average. So collectively here, great list of stocks. We have RVRS, fundamentally sound. These stocks are trending up right now with the RT at 1.26. Now, the only thing, this space here is overvalued. A lot of the AI semiconductor stocks out there, tech companies in general right now, we see price action at 101, while on average, these stocks are just valued at $58. So that's going to be my biggest concern going forward. Now, do I think you can squeeze a couple more bucks out of these stocks in this current market scenario? Yes. But however, when the market pulls back and we get our next bottom fishing opportunity, don't forget to take a look at some of these companies for longer term investments, because a lot of these companies have great potential to grow. We just saw the industry, compounded growth rate at 16%. So this space is on the move right now. And with the rise of AI, that'll only enhance IoT capabilities going forward. All right, you heard what I had to say. IoT, keep it on your radar. I brought some new fish to the table today, some great stocks. We saw the indicators here. Some of these companies have great fundamentals, great forecasted data, and a space that is expected to grow astronomically. 16% a year for an industry, that's not that common out there. So hopefully you found this information informative. Make some money off these positions. That's always the goal here. If you liked what you saw here, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that way we can keep you on the right side of the market going forward. Have a good night.
Hey VV Nation, do you have access to the VectorVest tool, the most powerful tool in the industry right now? No? Well, I'm going to give you an opportunity to take advantage of an outstanding deal. Simply go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. You can take advantage of VectorVest 30 days for $9.95. That's an outrageous price for a trial. So what do you get? Well, you get the opportunity to see how we have outperformed the S&P 500 by over 2,000% for the last 20 years. We'll go down and we can see that we track over 18,000 stocks globally and have access to analyzing those. And we've got 25 years of accurate market predictions. Yes, folks, we time the market. Simply, folks, all you have to do is go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. $9.95 for 30 days, and we offer a hassle-free refund. Folks, take advantage of it right now.